Students, today we are going to discuss the topic conformation analysis of cyclohexane. The cyclohexane part is a part of your alicyclic hydrocarbons of your first semester. Okay, but before actually going into the conformation analysis, I will try to explain how the cyclohexane molecule can be drawn and what are the different types of hydrogens that are present in it, and how the conformation analysis of cyclohexane can be explained with reference to the energy profile diagram. These are the things which I am going to explain in this presentation. The first part is how the cyclohexane molecule can be written and what are the different type of parts that are involved in it. Cyclohexane, as you know, it is C6H12. It contains 6 carbon atoms and 12 hydrogens. Of 12 hydrogens, of all the 12 hydrogens, 6 hydrogens are the axial in position and the 6 hydrogens are in the equatorial position. That is what I am going to explain with the help of a simple diagram. Here this is the molecule where you can see you can see here the white I have explained given with the axial. These are the axials and 3 at the above and 3 at the below. This is 6 hydrogens axial and the other 6 are equatorial. These equatorial hydrogens lies parallel to the equatorial axis. Axial hydrogens are perpendicular to the axis of the plane and the equatorial hydrogens are parallel to this equatorial plane. Okay. You see, you can see the same thing on the screen also. There are 6 carbons which we have shown on the screen, and these are the puckered. These are having the puckered nature. All the 6 carbon atoms are not in the same plane. That is what we have to understand. And then there are 6 axial hydrogens and the 6 equatorial hydrogens. And then how the cyclohexane molecule can be drawn. You can see on the screen that there are 2 parallel lines you have to write, those for the 4 carbon atoms, and another 2 carbon atoms, one above and one below. This will give you the chair conformation of cyclohexane. You can see the same thing on the slide. I have drawn 2 lines and then I have put 1 carbon at the up and 1 carbon at the bottom. I have joined all these things and I have got a chair conformation of cyclohexane. This is the simplest representation. Cyclohexane, as you all know, this is the most stable conformation form of cyclohexane. Here there comes. Here you can see on the board, here all the axial hydrogens are put in red color, 3 above the plane and 3 below the plane. All are perpendicular to the axis of the cyclohexane molecule. And there are 6 equatorial hydrogens also which are given in blue. And the same thing I have represented here, the cyclohexane molecule I have drawn, and by seeing this you can definitely understand and you definitely write the structure of this chair conformational isomer of this cyclohexane. And this is again another form of representation. Here this particular the space field model also I have given there. If you see that molecule from the top, you can see that 3 reds on the top and 3 reds on the bottom. These are the axial hydrogens and the green represents the equatorial hydrogen atoms. Okay. Now I will take up the same thing with reference to the small diagram. Okay. See, my dear students, here this is the simple molecule, simple methane molecule, a tetrahedral structure I have represented here. These two on in the plane and this red is front to it and is a wedge dash model and the dotted line is away from us. So here the cyclohexane I have drawn, I have used 3 colors here. These two bonds are in red and these 2 are in green and these 2 are in blue. So how this cyclohexane, the planar shaped cyclohexane molecule is written in the chair form. That is what I want to show it. These 2 here you can see, these 2 are like this. These are the 2 bonds, and then green is here, it is green, I have written the green here. These 2 bonds are the green, and then comes this blue. The same thing I have written here. So, I have written the skeleton of 6 carbon atoms, and what we have to fill is all the 12 hydrogens, 6 in axial, 6 axial and 6 equatorial. That is what we have to do. You see, I have taken the axial in the red. These are in the alternate carbon atoms, one above and one below, one above and one below, and one above and one below. This gives the 6 axial hydrogens. And then comes the equatorial hydrogens, which are parallel to the equatorial axis. I have put these things in the black. Here it is the black. These 6 equatorial, and these are, this is a very simple one to understand. Here see, this and this are parallel, and here this equatorial, this and this are parallel, and this are parallel to one another, and here it is parallel to this. Like that you can write these equatorial hydrogens are also in the way. This is about the chair conformation, and the another one is the boat conformation. The boat conformation can be obtained by just flipping this particular carbon to that, you will get the boat conformation. This is the boat one. Here each carbon atom is having the bonds, 4 bonds. All the 4 bonds are 109 degrees 28 minutes. You can see all the 6 carbon atoms are 109 degrees 28 minutes, or the 109.5 degrees having the bond angle, and so these are having the ideal bond angle and have no strain at all. And you can also see the strain, the torsion strain between the hydrogen atoms. Obviously, you do not find any type of torsion strain because they are well separated, and so this is the stable form of the cyclohexane. I am going to explain the rings can flip from chain conformation to another, how the flipping takes place. That is what I am going to explain with the help of certain models, and I will try to show you how this the flipping can takes place. This is the molecule, this is the orbital model of your cyclohexane, and this we call it as a darling model also. And here you can see these 3 axial hydrogens on the top, and the 3 other axial hydrogens are at the bottom. So, 6 hydrogens are axial, and the 6 equatorial are, you can see here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and as I said earlier, these two are parallel, and these 2 are parallel, and here these 2 bonds are parallel. In that way you can write very easily. I told you these equatorial hydrogens are parallel to the equatorial axis, and now I am going to show you the other things, like you see here, this is the cyclohexane molecule. You see cyclohexane, the chair form. The chair you can easily see it. You see, this is the place where we can sit, and this is the backrest, and where we can put your legs and all those things. Just it looks like a chair. This is a chair form of cyclohexane. Just by means of flipping, I want to convert it to boat. How it is moving, you see, this is, and this is the boat form. Yeah, this is the boat form. It looks like a boat, you can see. Yes, it is a boat. And these two hydrogens are called as flagpole hydrogens. These 2 hydrogens are flagpole hydrogens, very near to each other, and thereby they are having the torsion strain here. Obviously, you know, as the torsion strain increases or any strain increases, its stability decreases, and hence the boat conformers are less stable due to this. And again you can see this flipping you can take. By means of flipping like this, you can get all the different type of conformers. I told you conformers are nothing but the isomers that can be obtained by rotating through carbon-carbon single bond. So, we are rotating through this carbon-carbon single bond, and thereby we are getting the different type of conformers. See, this I am moving and I am getting the boat form. And another way also you can do it. Here it is the chair form. Chair, the second other way of chair also you can do it. You bend this here and then you move like this. You will get another chair form. Both are the same, the chair form. When you are converting here, you can chair form, you can see all the 3 axial hydrogens are at the top and the other 3 hydrogens are at the bottom in the axial position. One thing you have to remember, while converting from chair to boat or boat to chair, axial hydrogens will become equatorial and equatorial hydrogens will become axial. The same thing you can see with the help of here also. Just see this is, and these are the different type of conformers you are going to get. See another way of representing this particular molecule, where you can see these things. See here, this is the chair form, chair, yes, this is the chair form of your cyclohexane. All the 6 carbon atoms are like this and they are puckered, one above the plane and another one below the plane, like this, the puckered. And here I will try to convert the chair conformer into boat conformer by means of rotating like this, the flipping rather. This is the flipping, simple flipping. So in the previous model I have used the Darling models and here it is the simple orbital models. Here also you can see the torsional strain between these 2 hydrogen atoms here. I told you in all the carbon atoms you find the simple tetrahedron shape where you can find 109 degrees 28 minutes throughout. The same bond angle is carried out here and so it has no angle strain at all, no angle strain. And again in chair conformation you do not find the that particular torsion strain also. Particularly in boat only you will get this and thereby its stability is less. Now I am going to explain the other part also. This is the simple chair conformation of your cyclohexane. I want to show this particular 3-dimensional molecule in a 2-dimensional paper, how it looks like this. See, this is the chair conformation. Here Newman's projection I am showing. You can see this particular carbon is eclipsed with this carbon and this carbon is eclipsed with the bottom carbon. So this is the Newman projection is completely happen. You see all these 2 sets of hydrogens like this, the carbons, and then here this particular CH2 and another CH2 where all the hydrogens are well separated. So Newman's projection I am showing you. This is the front carbon, back carbon, front carbon and back carbon of these 4 carbons, and then these 2 carbon atoms here, one CH2 group is here, another CH2 group is here. How it can be written on the 2-dimensional paper? I have shown you, my dear students. Here these are the 4 carbon atoms, front 2 carbon atoms and the reverse back 2 carbon atoms, and these are the 2 hydrogens, and this is the simple Newman projection of your cyclohexane molecule. The same way I will try to show you the boat model also. This is the boat model and I will show you the orbital model also. This is the boat, and then how the boat can be represented by means of Newman's projections on a 2-dimensional paper. You can see all these 4 carbon atoms are here eclipsed, and the same time you can see these 2 carbon atoms and the hydrogens are also eclipsed. That is why the torsion strain is very high in this boat form, whereas which is less in the cyclohexane of chair form. This is a simple representation. This is the simple Newman's projections where you have to see that all these are eclipsed. These 2 front carbon atoms, back carbon atom, front, back, and here also the CH2 groups are eclipsed. This CH2 is eclipsed with CH2 and it causes this torsional strain. So I have done the flipping of this cyclohexane, that is the chair form into boat form and the boat form into chair. What you have seen is the flipping of chair combinations, the conformations. I have shown the same thing. All axial bonds become equatorial. Rather, all equatorial bonds become axial. All up bonds stay up only and the down bonds stay only down. So this is the simple way of flipping the chair to boat, boat to chair, and in between the chair to boat you will have another type of conformer which is called as half chair and half boat. You can see that one also. This is the twist conformation, intermediate, the stability in between the chair and boat. Chair and boat, the same thing I have represented with the help of a small diagram. And what we have to remember is all these conformations are interchangeable or interconvertible at room temperature. But as you can see, the chair conformation is chair to boat conformation ratio at room temperature is 1000 to 1. That means at any point of time, if you see, the chair conformations will be 1000, and at that particular point you can see only one boat conformation. That shows the stability. And here this is the last slide, and which I am going to show you. This is the energy profile diagram of cyclohexane, the conformations of cyclohexane. Here you can see the first one, this is the chair, and after flipping you have got the half chair here, half chair. This is the least stable, highest energy means least stable, and then it comes like this, and again this is a boat, this is the boat conformation, and here this is the boat, and this is the half boat, you can call it as, and boat the stable, least stable, and then it goes flipping like this, and it goes and goes like this. So the same thing I tried to explain with the help of a small animation. Students, the same thing which I have explained till now is I am going to show it to you with the help of a small animation. Here you can see how this cyclohexane molecule is like this. Cyclohexane molecule, the first one is the planar one, which is unstable, and is the chair form. You can see the chair form, and the chair form I am converting into the boat form also. You see how it moving, just in all the angles I have shown, and this is the boat form you are going to see. Yes, this is the boat form. So in the beginning I have taken the chair, and then I have flipped it to the boat form. Here in the boat form you can see the same flagpole interactions also. That is all. I have shown 2 to 3 flippings, the chair to boat and boat to chair. This is all the conformations. And the same thing I will try to explain with the help of the same animation with regard to this energy profile diagram. You see, now you can see the same thing with the presentation which I have shown in the earlier. I am putting down, see, this is the this is the twist boat, and then again goes to boat, and then again you can see the animation also. This is twist boat, and then it is going up, and here this is the least stable one, and it is coming down, and this is the chair. So I have shown both chair and students, I am summing up the entire presentation, what we have learned in this presentation. The first one is I have explained how the cyclohexane molecule can be drawn, the C6H12, how it can be drawn to the chair conformation as well as the boat conformation that I have shown. And I have tried to help explain the same thing with the help of the models, different type of models. Orbital models I have taken, and then the next one is the Darling model also I have shown. And after that I tried to explain the representation of these particular chair and boat conformations onto a 2-dimensional paper. And after that I have explained how the chair and boat conformations varies in the energies, and how the energy profile diagram and all those things also I have explained. One thing you have to remember, all these conformations exist at room temperature, but their relative stability and the relative occurrence, as you can see, 1000 to 1. That means the chair conformation is the most stable conformation, and it exists always in the form of chair. That is all.